Boys, you know what? Well, this one's really powerful. I got the clipboard and stuff with me, but honestly, this one, I'm just gonna talk to you real quick. I'm just gonna talk to you. I'm gonna just speak to you. Man, oh man, have I failed with this so many times in my life. And I want to give this wisdom to a young brother, young person out there, so you don't make the same mistakes that I made, man. Don't make the same mistakes that I made, because these mistakes have cost me years of growth, personal growth, financial growth, fitness growth, just not enough. And in the times that I was in the right situation, because I was dabbling with so many different wrong environments and situations, I couldn't even be my best in the environments that were needed for me to grow. I missed opportunities that I can never get back. And now I want younger generations to hear my words and pick the right situations. I'm gonna explain to you all of that in this video. What's going on, guys? My name is Ethan J. We are becoming the best versions of ourselves. I'm a dual licensed personal trainer, working on becoming the fittest, strongest, fastest version of myself, serving the Lord Jesus Christ and being the best that we can be. With today's video, we're gonna go right into it. Your environment. Oof. The people you hang out with, the people you do business with, the people that you mingle with, this dictates so much of your life. Life is about energy. Take a moment right now and just look at this view. Is that not beautiful, right? Life is all about this energy. Life is about positive, vibrant energy. And life gives constantly, right? There's insects crawling up this tree. There's just good energy. The sun provides vitamin D, and because of the vitamin D coming down, we have a little bit of more energy, right? Our metabolism spikes up. I don't know what else vitamin D does. There's a lot of things that vitamin D does. We need it to uphold testosterone. It produces testosterone, gives us so much. Vitamin D is so vital to life. The sun's energy, it's an uplifting experience. People are like that, but then you also have some people that are downers, right? That negatively drain you, that bring a negative experience upon you, right? And you don't realize it because they might seem like they're good people, but in fact, it's the habits and things that they do that make them just coercive to hang around, right? I've hung around smokers for so many years of my life, and I don't care what you guys think about this. This is the truth. You know that stupid post you see all the time on social media? You hang around a smoker, 5 smokers, you'll be the 5th one. You hang around 4 different millionaires, you'll be the 5th one. You hang around 4 different skateboarders, it's the truth. It's the truth. Your environment dictates so much. So if you hang around people that are lackluster, that have no ambition, that have no dreams, maybe you hang around 4 different Muslim guys, you're gonna start considering Islam. That's just how it works, right? We are creatures of conformity, right? We are creatures, humans that just naturally need to become like the people that we're around. It's unfortunate that we're like this because the independency of people is easy to spot, and you can also tell who's a follower and who's a leader just by who they hang out with. But my bro, I'll be telling you right now that I'm not hanging out with nobody. I'm clicking up solo. I go to the gym solo. I build this business solo. I'm doing everything solo. I train solo multiple times per day solo. Nobody but me and ChatGPT getting information on all my stats, so I'm building a better version. At the end of the day, right? If you don't got people around you that you could do things with in a positive sense, if we can't talk about God, if we can't talk about business, if we can't talk about becoming a better version of ourselves, if we can't talk about personal growth, if we can't talk about becoming the best that we can be, if we can't talk about fitness, if I can't work out with you, if I can't do a positive, uplifting thing in society, if we can't talk about vacation, like planning a trip or planning something else, then why would I want to hang out with you? I looked at my corner and I looked around, I'm like, bro, everyone around me is just valueless. Straight up, just valueless. They bring no value. They just take value. I brought 7 or 11 people, 12 people into this group, expecting people to chime in and bring in some value. No one brought value. They just came to leech and just take value from me. And I'm like, okay, so this is kind of crazy. A few of these guys left, and the one thing I've learned is people are so quick to steal value from you, steal energy from you, but so in denial about what they brought to the table. There's one dude I'll never forget. I brought this guy to 3 different job interviews to help him go find work. This dude, who didn't even thank me, didn't say nothing back, decides to cut from the group. I was so perplexed, but then I thought about it. I'm like, yo, this guy leaving my life actually gets better. My life actually gets better with this dude gone. And then I thought about just the amount of people that come into my life to drain my energy. They just drain energy. right? Now I tell people right now, my personal training rate is $100 per hour. I don't got no time to play. If you want to buy my programs, they're very extensive because I am a no bullshit personal trainer. If we don't get results with the work that I do with you, then it's a waste of time for me to even be present, alive. But I guarantee results. You just have to be 100% compliant to my system, right? You have to believe in what I'm saying, right? Because I lay out the science, I lay out what works. I showed you in my own body, I showed you my numbers. If you can't see it in me, then, and you don't want to put in the work, you're not going to get the results. This guy would go to the gym for a week and then stop going to the gym and then wonder why he wasn't putting on muscle. Duh, it's, bro, you barely work out. And when he works out, he does like 2 or 3 machines and calls it quit and just watches videos on his phone. Doesn't have the hustler's mentality, doesn't really grind, doesn't know how to work out, doesn't really track his calories properly, eats whatever he wants, and he wonders why he's just an average dude. This is the problem, right? The problem is the environment. I need to be around hunters. I need to be around other lions, right? And that's what this community is for, guys. I'm building a community of lions. These are men that are saying, yo, you know what? I don't got the support system in the real world, but I can meet other men who are speaking about Jesus Christ, who want to make a six-figure income, who are taking advantage of the social media times that we're living in, who are doing multiple workouts per day, who are training very hard, who are building brands, who are doing things the right way, who are constantly pushing the envelope. Big dream, big vision oriented people, bro. This is the place for that, right? Here we know the standards are we don't hook up with random chicks. We don't smoke, we don't drink. We don't go out and club. We don't go out and party. We just train. Push, pull legs, baby. Hypertrophy training, bro. Multiple thousand indoor skips per day. Outdoor skips. Multiple different runs. Speed interval runs. Hill sprints. Right? Multiple different training sessions. Because we are about that life. We're about that life. We're about that $1 million success. We're about that athletic ability success. Most guys in this today, if you look outside, like take a look at most guys outside today, bro. Take a look at what these guys look like. These guys look sloppy. They just walk around everywhere. They don't really put an effort towards their capabilities. They don't put efforts towards what God has made them to be, because they're just okay, barely struggling to do 100 push-ups in a day. This is the times that we're living in today, where men are cowards. Men are lazy. They play more video games than they do building communities, right? They're down to just play Fortnite all day, right? Play 2K all day, drink a beer, hit a bowl, and then when it comes time to talk about big visions, like, yo, when do you want to go on a big vacation? You want to plan something to go out far? You want to go see parts of this world we've never seen before? It shocks them because they're comfortable. They're so comfortable being at home under their parents' basement, doing whatever, you know, and then going outside casually getting a little bit of exercise, playing basketball. Playing a sport is great, but if you're only playing the sport as your only way to get exercise and get fit, yo, you're just wasting your time unless you're playing it for hours. And most of these guys can barely even last 3 or 4 matches in a row. Guys, your environment is everything. I'm gonna show you guys some stories, man. I used to hang out with some people from my own race. I really don't rock with people from my own race. They like to gossip a lot. They like to fight a lot. They like to steal from each other a lot, and they like to talk about each other behind their backs a lot. And then they would hang out with them again. Me personally, my life is a complete zero because I don't hang out with nobody. It's me, my family, the gym, and God. That's it. Because that's all I can rely on. That's the only people that I know that will have my back. That's the only people I can trust. These guys will talk shit about you. They hang out with you the next day and want to figure out what you're up to. You know, they're like little snakes in the grass. They're like a virus stuck on your tit. You know, like they're just, you know, just a kid on your tit. You know, for your, you know, pregnant moms out there. It sucks. And the worst part about it is when you're younger, you want to hang out with people because you want that social interaction, so you're willing to accept people's red flags, and that's a big mistake. Don't do that. Don't seek people out even though they have red flags. Bro, vices, I want you to learn about what vices are. If someone has clear open vices and they're showing you what their vices are and they want you to hang out, you got to think about what's really happening in that interaction. Are you being influenced to do something that you shouldn't do? Right? We live in a very, very sad time where the crabs that are trying to climb out are being pulled down by crabs that do not want to climb out. Most people don't want you to succeed. Most people don't want you to succeed. That's the truth. Most of your friends don't want you to succeed. They want you to fail. It's the truth. And they don't tell you that openly. They just do it behind closed doors. You'll notice that because they won't like your posts. They won't like your videos. They won't comment, yo, this is a sick video, thank you for that. No, they won't buy your merch. They won't support. They won't give you love. They won't give you support because deep down, it bothers them that you're doing something that they're not, and they just think you're gonna fail. My thing is this: why would you hang out with someone like that? Why would you follow somebody like that? Why are you guys following people on Instagram, your old high school buddies, your old college buddies, who don't give a damn about you? I cut off everybody. None of these dudes even give a fuck if I was alive or dead or not. Oh yeah, it's Ethan. Yeah, he just dropped out. Yeah, fuck, I know that guy was crazy, man. Yeah, you did this to me. He did that to me. None of these guys are gonna talk about the fact that I bought shoes for my friends before. I've bought shoes from my friends. I've given them my brand new materials. I've clothed my friends before. You know what I'm saying? Nobody talks about these things because these things are all just part of the past. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had friends that I've done so much for that have done nothing for me, right? And I look back and I'm like, yo, that interaction was just a waste of time. Now, I'm so selective with the girls that I talk to. I'm so selective with the people that I hang out with. I'm super picky about the people that try to get to know me that most people don't get to know me. I'm just so adamant. I'm so adamant on picking who I want to be around. If you don't bring value in my life and you don't think bigger picture, if you don't have God in your heart, if you don't serve Jesus Christ, if you don't have a bigger value system, a faith system, if you don't work out, if you don't put in the work, if you don't believe in training, if you don't believe in being healthy, if you're not honest with yourself, I'm not hanging out with you. If you smoke and drink, if you gamble, if you're lazy, if you only know how to do the same things and don't have a vision for trying something new, if you don't know how to challenge yourself, and if you're constantly just being a degenerate, yo, me and you, we never gonna mesh. And that took me years to understand. That's why, bro, you need to understand this. There's environments that you have to avoid. I was in the right environments at one point. I was training with elite athletes, but because I was hanging out with smokers, I would come into practice tired, high, out of it, and I would mess my opportunity, right? I messed my opportunity up because I was hanging out with idiots that were influencing me to be like them. And then after that, after I was hooked on vices because my emotions got attached to the things that we were doing, right? The vices that were giving me relief, right? I will go and hang out with real hunters, and I couldn't keep up with them. So I would stop hanging out with them because I was embarrassed, and I would go back and hang out with the degenerates. And that took me down a path to the point where I was at rock bottom so low that I just couldn't handle being at rock bottom anymore. So I pulled myself up. I got into the best shape I've ever been, training as hard as I've ever been, getting myself to being a top dog solo, right? And now I'm training multiply, running, lifting, jumping every single day, building this business. I'm gonna have 1 million subscribers soon. And I'm doing all these things, serving the Lord and being in the right environment. And you know what the right environment is? Sometimes it's this. Bro, sometimes the right environment is not your family and your friends. Sometimes you're gonna have to leave your situation so that you can find the right environment. You're gonna have to leave everything. People will think I'm crazy. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't gamble, I don't watch pornography, I don't bait the master, I don't do these disgusting things, I don't eat outside food, I don't go to Moxie's or Jack Astor's. I don't like going to these places. I don't like eating out. I like saving my money. I like cooking for myself. I like going to the gym. I like training. You know, I like studying my stuff. I like thinking about business. I like talking about business plans. I like talking about how I can elevate and move forward. I like fixing my posture. I like fixing my running times. Right? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to learn how to fight, to box, kickbox. I try to train multiple times per day. I love doing that. So it's like, if you can't meet me at that energy, then it's over. And the wrong environment will make you lose yourself so you fit into that environment. So bro, younger version of me, bro, like I wish I could put my hand on your shoulder and I'll tell you this straight up, bro. Be careful who you get influenced by. Be careful who you mingle with, because who you mingle with will take you away from the best version of you so that you could be another degenerate. Remember, misery loves company. That saying is real for a reason, because when you are down bad, when you are on a path, a trajectory going up, there's going to be people that are going to see that are going to try to pull you back down. It benefits them to see you down bad with them so they can say, okay, at least I have him with me. Nah, bro, elevate. It's time to get up there. It's time to go to the top. Meet me at the rim. You know what I'm saying? Meet me at the rim, because I'm jamming, right? And if you can't meet me up there, if you can't win games with me, then I'm not trying to run with you. Simple. I'm trying to run my race. Everyone's running a race. And my biggest mistake was I was stepping into other people's races so I could run with them. Meanwhile, they were just taking me off my lane because I was trajected to go to number one. But now I'm back. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't gamble. Not even on vacation. I don't eat no processed foods. I don't eat no sugar. I will every once in a while, but it's all tracked, right? I'm locked in. I don't eat no junk. I don't go to A&W to pick up burgers. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out there going to Jack Astor's and Moxie's eating nachos every freaking week. I'm not saying those things are bad. I'm just saying that if you're doing that, but you're not really being diligent about what really matters, right? Which is your health, which is how you present yourself to people, then you're always going to be subject to some type of misery because you're deluding yourself from what really matters. It's crazy to me that some people think that your physique doesn't matter, your presentation doesn't matter. It's everything. When you go home, when you're outside in public, when you're with people, how you present yourself. One day, some of y'all, this is vulgar, but you're gonna have a wife. I don't know, me personally, I don't want my wife to see a gut out when I'm hooking up with her. Or even when I'm talking to her, I want her to look at my eyes and be like, man, this guy's locked in. Shoulders broad, chest out, abs clicked out, obliques popping, V-cut taper, hips chiseled, glutes popping out, you know what I'm saying? Just strong from the squats, quads and hamstrings looking crazy, guys looking like an action figure, right? That's what I want my wife to see. So I want her to say, damn, like he takes care of himself. He puts himself first. And on top of that, that means that I can also go ask for a wife who takes care of herself. Some of y'all be asking for models, but you look like a 2. You don't shower, you don't clean, you don't put on the best cologne, you don't take care of yourself. But then you want someone that looks like a 10 when you are a 2. It's like, nah, bro, recognize, right? It's like this one guy I know. He's like 20 pounds overweight. Like he's massively overweight. He doesn't even work out. And I'm like, bro, like, how do you even expect to have kids and run with your kids at the state that you're in? You can't even walk for more than 10 minutes without complaining. That's how bad it's gotten these days. People are delusionally gone from society. They're gone, they're lost. They're in a la-la land. They can't see the real world. They're detached. They're in the world of ChatGPT and social media and I need to make money. Buddy, there's more things in life than making money. Money's a very big component, but you know what's a bigger component? Lifestyle. Man, yo, my father died when I was 3. I was raised by women. Let me give you guys some game. I want my kid to be so athletic. I want him to wake up every day and be like, yo, dad looks and trains like Tarzan. This dude's the brown version of Tarzan, not Mowgli, Tarzan. And I want my kid to see me hanging, climbing, squatting, lifting, jumping, so that he understands that that's the primal essence of what a man is. And then when he sees me do business deals, close projects, close orders, bring in deals, then he's like, oh man, dad's a multifaceted person. He can run, he can lift, but he can also do other things. Sorry guys, there's a spider on there. Right? And when people see that, when my son sees that, and he sees that progress, it's like, okay, now my son's in the right environment to be great. And this goes back to the nth note of this video, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up with this. Your environment. Some of y'all are in the wrong environment. Guys, please comment, like, and share this video. Send this out to anybody that's alone right now. Any of your boys that are alone, who are kind of like on this path of independence, who are struggling alone, who need someone to talk about God, talk about fitness, talk about training, talk about being a part of a community, a brotherhood, right? About becoming a top level man, right? Because that's what we talk about here. And yo, shout out to KB, man, top tier man. The only reason why I'm gonna be a little bit different is because yo, KB, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, you're an athletic anomaly, right? All my West African, East African, Jamaican brothers, you guys are genetically blessed with fitness. I'm making these videos for men that still want to become physical specimens, but they're physical specimens while not being physically blessed, right? So coming up from the bottom, showing you how you can become great. It doesn't matter about your race, doesn't matter about where you come from. You could still become a dope dude. You could still have a six-pack. You could still be shredded. You could still be sober, vigilant, chasing God, loving life, dating the right type of women. But what it takes is you have to be around the right type of men who are also doing these things on the umph. Not even just that, but yo, dude, even academic success, right? We're talking PhDs, honors, masters, six-figure earners. That's what's on this channel. If those concepts bother you, this channel isn't for you. But that's what I'm obsessed about. Excellence. And the environment is what it takes to be there. Sometimes you have to remove everyone in your life so that you can cultivate that excellence within yourself. And that's what I had to do. But instead now that I see that that's the gap, I'm gonna create that room for excellence with a bigger community with y'all. You are welcome, my friend. Welcome to this community. My name is Ethan J. Be blessed, perseverance. Signing out.